Ezocansi on Indaba.
All right, Thursday is a Gagasi sikhuluma indaba zocansi ne health in general. Right? Health yethu as a society now. So iyona ndaba ke sikhuluma leyo namhlanje la eGagasini and le show ngakwazi ukuthola ivideo ne podcast yayo ku website ethi gagasiworld.co.za. Now siyazi South Africans, you don't need to be told about this. If mhlambe ukuthi you were busy or sanda kulenda, South Africans have been horrified by rape ne murder yale students ase UCT and among other victims. Cishe omunye nomunye kithi nje basixoxa nje. You included mlaleli, you know someone obe a victim mhlambe yesandla somuntu wesilisa, rape or kube nje violence. So sibonile ke in the news kubikwa nangendoda ebulala ingane zayo eziwu4 and one of which was his stepdaughter. So namhlanje on the show we will be looking at sohluka kwishow ejwayelekile, because we aim to educate and raise awareness around the issue of sexual harassment. So we can't be a sex show but singabuki the other side of sex. Consensual sex, what is that? So what is this we talk about and the dynamics behind it as well? Joining me to discuss this, we have Dr Nomcebo Mthembu. She joins us. Hello, Doc.
Mthiyane, Alex.
Yes, uzokhaludangele namhlanje. I know why though. Is the njengoba ngitshela nje
ekutheni too much.
Kuzongena nje like Gagasi, it was a different story.
Yeah, but then also I feel betrayed ukuthi yazi bengazi ukuthi you know the woman had a stand today. I would have taken it, but Alex, I do feel ukuthi ukuba khona kwami as a woman in support of stand sabo, but at the same time saying let us inform ngoba if singakhulumi ngako we're not creating an awareness and as vusulwazi nakubantu. So ukuza la kwami namhlanje in solidarity but also is to say let's educate and let's do something about it.
Great. Usebenzisela igama uvusulwazi. Ngokujwayelekile conversation is about ukuvuswa kwenduku, but this time ukuvusa ulwazi.
Yes.
Of course. All right. Now akayedwa udokotela to inform,
not perform.
Ah, wow, it rhymes. Yes. So Dr. is with experts on constitutional matters and legal matters as well. Mpumelelo Zikalala. Mr. Sibingelela.
Angikhala ngibingelela Dr. Qala.
Okay, great.
Bese ngibingelela wena baba Mthiyane abalela abahle beGagasi.
All right. Now that usokhona la ngiyafisa siqale eqaleni lana Zikalala by defining the difference between sexual harassment and assault. Ngiyazi ama terms eswezwayo in the news and esosebenzisa futhi kwi conversation yethu.
Asiqale nge-sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Itheme yavela through i-process legislation. So khumbula ukuthi umthetho uyabhalwa khona u2. There is a common law awubhalwanga leyo sijase sokulandelayo njengokuthi ungabulala ungantshontshe.
Right.
Bese kuzoba khona obhalwayo which is legislated ozoba to act number ban of whichever year. So i-sexual assault define as i-conduct esuke izolimaza noma izoba ne-reasonable harm noma ekwenza ukholo ukuthi wena uzokulimaza manje isiza ngakwena. Njengomthetho okhona ubizwa nge-Protection from Harassment Act ngo-2011.
Yeah.
So bazama zonke indlela ukuthi abakhombisa ama-second instances umuntu okuzokuthi uyakharasa mangabe kukhona izinto azenza. Mhlawumbe ukulandela noma ukuthi uyakubheka noma kulinde la usuke uhleli khona. Lento sibabiza ngama-peeping toms nabantu abasuke bakustalk whether bakwenza physically noma bakwenza ngendlela. So ikona singakuthatha as a harassment if it's sexual ne-sexual act esikhona phakathi.
Yes.
Okwe-assault i-contact ukushaya.
Okay.
Yiko sokuhlukanisa sibize ngokuthi i-assault GBH no common assault. I-GBH chaza nje i-abbreviation i-grievous bodily harm sokusuke ushayiwe la. Bese kuyenzeka kuthiwa kuzothiwa khona i-sexual assault basuke bekhombisa ukuba severe noma mhlawumbe i-violence kade ikhona ngesikhathi kwenzeka le sexual act kade.
Okay. All right. Sexual abuse ke yona uyichaza kanjani?
Le i-sexual abuse kusekuwukuthi umuzo etigama lithi abuse at the end usukusuthi usuyishintshile from its intended purpose wayenza yakwazi ukusatisfy umuntu oyedwa yabe siyohlukumeza umuntu oyedwa. So if you talk about sex, it is meant to be enjoyed by both parties. But if usune abuse phakathi, it means ukuthi akusethina sobabili enjoyile khona solimele ngaleyo ndlela kade yenzeka ngayo.
Right, Zikalala isazi somthetho and then dokotela kokhona la. Doc, uyi relationship counselor and njobu dokotela medical doctor. I'm sure you've dealt with sexually abused victims. Take us through the thin line between sexual consent and rape.
Obviously consent kubusho ukuthi uyavuma you are part of your activity, your ucansi, leso senzo leso.
Yeah.
And obviously rape is part of the sexual abuse and sexual assault that Zikalala was talking about. And when we talk about abuse, it's sexual, but it's abnormal use. Usually sex is usual use, so it's sexual use, but once you say use, it means abnormal usage. Shuthi it's not the normal way okumela ngabe kwenzeka njalo. Shuthi umuntu akavumanga to be part of that.
Yes.
Now when we talk about sexual abuse, rape is part of a sexual abuse. Okay, it's not synonymous ukuthi kushuthi sexual abuse is equal to rape. There's all kinds of sexual abuse. Some of them can be verbal. Sexual abuse
like ukuthinje, for instance,
umuntu ezokukhuluma kabi nje ngokocansi usuka la wena lento emanzi or whatever akuthuke nje abusively, sexually. Even nomuntu ezokhuluma nawe in a very prerogative way, but ekwenza wena uzizwe ufila abnormal ngendlela engekho normal, ngendlela umuntu akhulume ngayo, ngendlela umuntu akuthinte ngayo. Alex, someone can touch you in a way obonayo ukuthi no, this is sexual abuse ngoba ngendlela angithinte ngayo, ungithinte endaweni le engenze ngafila uncomfortable.
Leyo ndawo kungaba amabele, ngaba ingaphansi, ngaba isengqeni. Yes.
Anyway,
so i-hug nje ngoba phela we hug these days.
Yes, but if uzomhug umuntu Alex emva lokho usuyampansa usumthinta izinqa or usuyamhuga usumthinta untomzodwa ngaphambili usuthi hey awushefile, for instance, shefile awuntomzodwa wakho nje, that alone is verbal and physical abuse kokuthi umuntu uyamthinta in that way.
Please join the conversation. Ngiyafisa ukuzwa your take. We have isazomthetho no dokotela. We have Dr Mthembu kanye no Mr Zikalala. I conversation yethu ke ungaba ingxenye yayo anonymous Mothanda ku 0861 596 596 0861 596 596 and then ku Twitter ungathi Alex Mthiyane #senzani and then on Facebook I page lethu lithi indaba with Alex, again same #senzani. Now i-rape yabantu abathandanayo nabashadile.
Yes.
How is that possible? Mhlawumbe ngiqale kumthetho noma ngiqale medically?
Okay, qala medically and then you'll go to the law.
Okay. All right. Asiqale kona ke doc.
Yeah. Alex, njengoba dishile i-rape is the commonest sexual assault, okay? Now, kumuntu oshadile, Alex, once we say it is sexual assault, kushuthi lento bekade yenzeka kuwena akusiyo into oyivumele wena. So ningaba nivumelene noyithu ukuthi siyathandana sinawe and part of ukuthandana kwethu ukuthi sizolalana. But if at any instance kwenzeka ukuthi lokho kulalana sokwenzeka omunye kukhona ongafuni, whether it's male or female, that becomes an assault. It's sexual assault and it becomes rape if ukuthi loyo muntu umshadile umngakho or umyeni wakho, but if engasa consent or if umuntu ethi no akafuni and uzforce wena on them because mhlawumbe you feel like hey umngami you have to ukuthi unginike logo, then that becomes a rape even within a marriage.
Okay. All right, ngiyakuzwa dokotela. Mr Zikalala, when you deny someone ama rights akhe indoda naye ngaba abuse kanjalo ekutheni owesifazane akatholi akayivumeli ukuthi enjoy ucansi
noma siqalela awunayo right to ucansi.
Yes.
Noma ngabe kuthiwa nishadile noma kuthiwa nishadile.
Say that again.
Awunayo right to ucansi.
Whether kushadiwe or akushadwanga.
No kushadile noma kushadwanga awunayo.
Whether you're female or male.
Yes.
Okay.
I consent kusuke kuyimvume ukuthi ngiyakuvumela ukuthi we can now engage kule process. Kufanele sivumelane ingakaqali with foreplay, sivumelane sesiphakathi kuze kuyofika egcineni. If kuukuthi angabe ngivumile sense language kodwa uyongicorrect.
Okay.
If kuukuthi after 3 strokes umuntu onaye your partner says no, it ends there. Awusavumeli ukudlulela ngaphambili because the consent ayisekho. Imvumo ubungenayo uzobusuya assault lapho ngoba usuwenzana usu-apply i-force on another person ukuze ukwazi ukuthola into akade uyifuna. Usuphula umthetho. So the operative word yakho it is consent.
All right. Okay, can I stretch it a bit? Maybe push the envelope. Is all right. Commercial sex, is it legal in this country?
No, it is not legal.
It's not. So meaning ukuthi ladies of the night abadayisa ucansi okuvunyelwene benza into engekho emthethweni.
Asibeke kanjalo yes abakuvumelekanga.
Okay.
But the only thing ibakhona when you want to prosecute law process is very difficult. Because uprove kanjani ukuthi there was exchange imali kade ikhona unless if engage ku entrapment. So the lady of the night ukuthi uyiphoyisa kwavele and bufuna ukukhombisa ukuthi process ihamba ngalo.
Okay, sure. All right, ulalela indaba eGagasini namhlanje we informing you as sikhuluma #esisebenzisayo ke Twitter, Instagram and Facebook ile ethi senzani. The rate of sexual violence in South Africa is among the highest emhlabeni. Minimum sentence 25, 10 and 10 years respectively. So ngiyafisa ukuthi ngikuzwele ukuthi athina ama politicians nabantu abashaya imithetho about this. So later on sizozwa itake kule matter yethu ivela from a politician leader judiciary legislature rather the speaker ye parliament uthanda Modise ekhuluma about ukuthi kwenzekani. The president earlier on bekhuluma ngendaba yokuthi kunamabhila u2 abafuna ukuthi bawagoqule mayelana nokuthi uma umuntu ebulala umuntu wesifazane kuzokwenziwani. Ngiyafisa ukuzwisa nje ukuthi uthini uthanda Modise okuyi speaker separlament.
Izolo, we had a discussion here. We have 2 acts we are saying we are amending. One of them is to ensure that the minimum sentence is a life sentence. We want to redefine violence in our acts to make sure that andikhathali ukuthi umuntu upointe ngomuno, if you take offense, that is an assault on your dignity and on your rights. So siyacela bantwana bami ukuthi sifune ukumanani.
Yes. Yeah, now ubekade khuluma bekungeyona even podium ubekhuluma esixukwini sabantu besifazane and ngesikhathi ekhuluma abanye bebekade behecklisha as well but ungazi noma bayamvumela yini. And the President Cyril Ramaphosa had a take as well on this matter.
We agree with the women of our country that the state should oppose bail and parole applications for perpetrators of rape and murder against women and children. A life sentence must mean a man who perpetrates violence against women and rape and murder, that they are in prison for life. I wish to enumerate some of the additional measures we will be taking. We are going to overhaul and modernize the National Register of Gender-Based Violence Offenders provided for in the Sexual Offences Act to ensure that it is effective in combating gender-based violence. The National Register of Offenders will list all the men who are convicted of acts of violence against women and children. I will ask Parliament to consider amending the legislation to make the register public. I will propose to Cabinet that all crimes against women and children should attract harsher minimum sentences.
President Cyril Ramaphosa. Dr. Ngibuyele la kuwena. Why at the stats show la ukuthi ma umuntu ku abusive relationship akuphumeka lula nje ekutheni just like that. Ngiyafisa start through ukuthi umuntu wesifazane kwenzekani engamenza ukuthi athi ngizoyihlalela lento or it's over.
Look Alex, you must know that umuntu abusive is very controlling ngoba that is the into soko lo muntu efuna ucontroller nokuba nepower over lo muntu loyo. Now if kuukuthi the reasons why abantu besifazana abaningi bengamshiya umuntu abusive is because kuba nalento yokuthi society on its own iyenza lento angathi into eyenzakayo. So let's say umuntu uyakushaya kuba ngathi ayivele into eyenzakalayo nje leyo ngeke umshiya umuntu ngoba ekushaya ngempama you know for instance nyoma lento kade uyibuza ukuthi umuntu uma niqomene nayo nishadene kusayi rape yini if rape because kusana lento ukuthi no but umuntu wakho mos you know so kufanele umnike ngoba shadene. So lezo zinto zokunormalize ibehavior kube ngathi into right kanti it's unhealthy behavior, that's one of them. emotional abuse Alex isikhathi esiningi umuntu abused emotionally uba ne low self esteem so agcina ngazithembi so akasakwazi ukushiya kule relationship also because manje usezibona efitha kule relationship ukuthi lento mhlawumbe uyayideserve or isewuye or abanye bazitshela ukuthi hayi uzoshintsha especially because into ye abuse Alex uthola kunalento ye makeup whether it's makeup sex or umuntu uthi masexolisa kakhulu azakhala engedollar ngeke aphinde enzele mase uyamzwela wena kanti that is the whole chain kuzokwenzeka njalo abuya abuse again and then you end up striving on leso sikhathi lapho ezoba low ebonakalisa ngathi uyakudinga wena empilweni yakhe.
Okay, now the signs there must be symptoms of ukuthi ke lo muntu lo uyi-abuser.
Well, look Alex, number one, I think umuntu osuka into intense kakhulu relationship yenu. Ikhona relationship ubonto ay siyathandana, siyazwana, siyakhula in a relationship, but ikhona level ibe intense kakhulu nje kwaseqaleni lokungekho normal. Umuntu akufuna ukuthi ube naye nje kuphela. Akasafuna ukuthi ube nabangane labo bajwayele, akasafuna ukuthi ube nomndeni wakho, useyakulandela njalo always to extent ukuthi kuba ngathi ukuthanda kakhulu, akasafuna wenza ezinye izinto. Even to the extent ukuthi egcine sekutshela
so my thanda kakhulu can be a bad thing also.
Well, kukhona into obsessive Alex lokho ukuthi umuntu akasafuna ukwenza lutho akufonele ka20 ngelanga mengakutholi manje uzofonela manje drop ifone akufona. I mean look Alex, if ufone ngo 7:01 ngangalibamba ucingo ukufona ngo 2:07 3:07 ukwabona lokho kukodwa ufuna ukukutshela lo muntu une kind of controlling behavior lokho kukodwa nje or kunento ongajwayele ukuyenza usefuna ukumanipulate ngoba they manipulate also ukuthi afuna ukukuduba ugcine nawe suba nozwela ukuthi angiyenze lento bengeke ngiyenze kodwa normally or ayihambisani nami kodwa angiyenze ngoba ngithi ngifuna ukugculisa yena. So baba nalo behavior of being very manipulative and over jealous. Kuba jealous yebo phela kuthiwa uthando lithana naso isikhwele but sikhona lesikhwele es over uthola umuntu accuse njalo ukuthi uyajola ubungajoli you know yonke into ukuthi uyajola nyoma wenzani is going through izinto zakho wenzani uyakurecorda make yonke into yakho ufuna ukufollow sometimes ezenza ngathi ukuthanda kakhulu kanti it's a way of control uyena ufuna ukukhokhelela lokho wena ufuna ukuhambisa emsebenzini wena ufuna ukukulanda yonke into. Sometimes if it's too much Alex, it's a way of control.
Sure. On bese noNhlanhla wasiyanqamuka and we have her back now. Sorry noNhlanhla, welcome back. noNhlanhla?
Hello.
Yes, sinqamukile earlier. Ubuthi nombuzo wakho?
Yebo sanibonani. Yes, Alex ngicabanga ukuthi umbuzo ngithathile kodwa wami ngizobuza in a different context as to its symptoms. NgiwuNonhlanhla raising a teenage boy child. Amapha ama-symptoms engizowabona ukuthi engathi akuyona le nto engiyikhulisa for tomorrow ukuthi ibe lo muntu wesilisa ozohlonipha abantu besifazana abanakekele aba-protect because ngiyacabanga futhi nokuthi ezweni lethu we forgot of how to take care of the boy child. We are too focused kumntwana wentombazana.
Okay. Alright uNonhlanhla, yes Alex, she's very right. And I think lento iqala lapho emakhaya in those family institutions ukuthi how do we raise lezi ingane boy and girl. Look, as much as yes namhlanje sikhuluma ngokuthi amantombazana adlongulwayo na abuse wayo, but boys also experience the same.
Right.
And most of the time Alex lento isuka from umntwana esamncane uthola ukuthi either this kid was abused msalofu ngesikhathi esamncane or why witness akhona la ibona khona lento ye abuse. Manje uma yenzeka kumuntu osamncane ingqondo yomuntu omnyama akakwazi omncane ngithanda kakhulu abantu abamnyama umuntu omncane akakwazi ukucontrola nokuexplaina into yesuke yenzeka kuyena ngaleso sikhathi. Uthola usekhulile and that very same thing yenzeke kuyena esemdala engakwazi still ukuyicontrola because lento samkhumbuza lento yenzeka kuyena esemncane where he lost control. So egcina seba excessive manje because usemdala yini entanayo as umuntu omdala usene force usene power yamandla, then they end up overdoing lezo zinto. So as a mama, it's very important ingane zakho zabafana how you also groom them and how you grow them ngokuthi babe content in themselves and in their roles as abafana within the family and also their duty to protect the young girls kwi family.
Sure. Mrs. Zikalala, you take here.
Ibaleka kakhulu mhlambe la singabuye sibuyisa khona mangikhuluma nabanye about ukushaya ngithi ngesikhathi umuntu umkhulisa ukhombisa ukuthi mangokushaya la uzolalela khona ukhula with the same mentality ukuthi ukuze wenze into engiyifunayo must apply force. There's no alternative sokuthi mina ngifuna ukwazi ukuconvince ukuthi into kade usukuyenza kade wrong. So ngeke uzukwazi ukuyifundisa umuntu semdala fanele uqale ngikhathisa la izansi bese ukhuphukana. Bese ebaleke kakhulu ukufundisa ukuyithanda kwakho qala wena umuntu wesilisa khona uzokwazi ukuthanda nomunye umuntu oseceleni. Nokunderstand sekuthena uthando makuthiwa uyalenza kwenziwa kanjani.
Yes.
Akugona ukuthi uhlukumeze umuntu kodwa kuwukuthi umuntu ukuthi mlalele umnikeze space sakhe then konke kuzolunga.
Lalela indaba eGagasini namhlanje ke ihlukile because sibheka sketch le yokuhlukunyezwa kwabantu besifazane. So ngajabula uma ngasufone nawe ngaba anonymous mangabe uthanda sizwe ke your contribution or your take or umbuzo. Sise Phoenix now. Sabona nobuhle.
Njani?
Right, sekumukela kwindaba.
Thank you very much. Bengilalele ispeech ka minister as well as eskababu upresident uRamaphosa. From where I'm standing as a woman, it seems like the leadership of South Africa, they're waiting for an action for them to react. How in the world are we still thinking as leaders of South Africa to be amending the constitution whereby women are being abused? They are still thinking of going to amend it. How many women do we have in parliament, and why hasn't this act been amended that time, long time ago? Must we always have to wait for something bad to happen?
Okay, well, there's a concern. Bazophendula we noting it buhle sithathu anonymous eGlencoe. Sabona anonymous.
Yeah, Alex njani?
Si right kunjani kwena?
Saphila no sisiloyi lapha.
Yes.
Ngihlale ngilalela eGagasini. Njengoba ngithenga anonymous nami bengiku relationship since 2010. Kwathi last year ngazama ngaphuma. Bengihlukumezeke ngale ndlela le kodwa ngingakhombisi ukuthi ngihlukumezeke. Kuthe lapho ngelinye ilanga nginge endlini wadubula umfokazi loyo ngayo report emaphoyiseni. Manje ukuthi till today bamphuca nje amakudaze kuze kwenzakale lutho. Abuya azokwenza izinto la ebaleni angabe ngithi ngiyo reporter bethi anginabo ubufakazi. Lo muntu uyacabanga ukuthi uyiphoyisa kodwa nje akukho mina engcine ngisizakale okumanje mina fine ngina i-protection order kodwa egcineni ufune ngigcine mina ngihleke nomuntu because amaphoyisa walali la ekhaya. Ufune ngihleke to avoid ukuthi mina ngivikele imo sami ukuthi angabuyi futhi eze la ekhaya azongilontoza azongishumeza. Ngihlalile nje naye engihlukumeza nje ngale ndlela emotionally. I think engenza yonke into kodwa nje ngizwe ngihlukumezekile angikwazi ukuphuma kodwa nje last year August ngasuggest ukuthi no ngiyaphuma la kodwa ngiphumile kwafana nje kunalokho wazongihlukumeza enzimi enqamula amafence la ekhaya.
Sorry, enqamula ama
o razor wire ukuze ukuthi ngisabe ukuthi ngigcine ngibuyisile.
Yes.
Washphoshoza imoto eyibaleni ngahamba ngabiza amaphoyisa athi ufakaza abukho. Wabuye lapho wadubula emereni lami wathi ufakaza abukho akusuyena. Ezinye izinto thina siyahlukumezeka kodwa ngene singatholi usizo emaphoyiseni even though bathile isibhamu sakhe kodwa nje mina nje ngihlukumezekile nabantu abami angazi nje ukuthi fanele ngenze njani egcineni.
Okay. All right, manje kanjalo sis. Okay. Besiqala ngobuhle but since umlaleli wethu ekhona la ngiyafisa ukuthi nimnikeze advice.
Alex, unfortunately, Usisi is faced with control also nabantu who are in power. If lo muntu ethu iphoyisa and uthi your report emaphoyiseni and nothing is being done and now she feels hopeless and ugcina esezehleka naye noma engafuni. So uyabona manje ukuthi that abuse naye she's part of even abusing herself in order to protect herself from this person. I-research has shown ukuthi generally vele abantu who are in abusive relationships uthola ukuthi they keep saying umuntu esefuna ukuhlukana naye aphinde kuyena because esesaba and generally vele kuba ne risk uma esehlukene nayo even of death ngoba by then lo muntu who's very controlling can do anything ngoba usuke senalento yokuthi I own you. Uyabona vele noma ungaye emaphoyiseni vele ayikho into ezokwenzeka ngoba I own you.
Yebo.
Right. Zikalala?
Which is very concerning ngoba already protection order kuthiwa isikhona.
Yes.
If i-protection order khona bese uyayiphula abantu okusuke ubona uzobuyela kubona aqalisa amaphoyiseni but if it happens ukuthi amaphoyisa sokuze kuwona eqaleni abakulaleli, please iya kwenye police station ubone ukuthi uzokwazi ukuthola usizo khona. If nakhona usizo ungalitholi, kungcono uye kwi-IPD le Independent Police Investigatory Directorate.
Yes.
Kwenzela ukuthi ukwazi ukucomplain about the situation osuke ubhekane nayo and further seek help from them ukuthi ngicela ungisize nake iproblem esiyenze. Kodwa ngagcini lapho. Kune Legal Aid South Africa. Uyakwazi uku-accessa physically, uyakwazi ukubafonela futhi. Seek help nakhona. If ungakwazi noma unamandla ukuthi uthole ummeli, umthole khona ezokusiza ukuthi i-protection yakho ukuthi at least ivikeleke, because if yami nayi mase zidlulile zonke lezi zinto, the end result may be ukuthi usisi yobe ngasekho. From izinto akade ngizizwa nje kunamacala ngithi awu3 noma u4 bese ngiwabala. So if kukhona yonke lo violation eyenzakalayo kuukuthi akalithola usizo, mawuvaleka lo mnyango udlulelo ngaphambili, uvaleke lo mnyango udlulelo ngaphambili, up and khona zoba naye satisfied ukuthi I've tried all I could, kwaba ukuthi criminal justice system engifailayo, but ngalezi inhlaka sengiyibalile angikholwa ukuthi ngeke azalithola usizo mangabe kuthiwa unokhaqizicapha.
Yes. But also Alex, I do think ukuthi konke lokhu ngiyamuzwa usisi ukuthi kuyamsinda konke, you know, and njengoba ukubala konke Zikalala nento angasazenza, it's very difficult wena uphethe ulomthwalo and you have to do that yourself. So I would advise ukuthi athole i-support structure nabantu okuyibona abazozenza naye lezinto to support her, whether it's family or friends, but abantu abazohamba naye ngoba yena because lo muntu uyamsaba kokuqala very easy uzohlehla nyova umthole sesula kaqala esenze njani, uyabona, and she might feel hopeless, agcine even committing suicide ngoba sebona ukuthi I've got no help, sengizame yonke into engayenza, which means kwayena uyayidinga counseling on her own ukuthi akwazi ukustand up against this war alwa nayo.
Okay, setaba kakhulu sisi, and we hope justice izokwenzeka njengoba bek advisor udokotela nommeli uZikalala. It's 1945. This is Indaba. Right, let's just remind you ukuthi conversation yethu namhlanje ilungele ingane. So uhlelo labantu abadala 0861596596. Khona umlaleli la ku Twitter othi, is it still regarded as a rape if umuntu wakho esifazane eqala enqaba ukwenza sex but in the middle of it she enjoys it?
How did you get to the middle if kade enqaba?
Umbuzo ngawo ubona kanjani ukuthi
se enjoy? So you should be concerned. You should be concerned. Okay. And then the next one is hide igama lakhe. Nginosisi bamantombazane. Since 8 years ago kuvela ukuthi bebedlwengulwa, ngiyafisa bangicebisa ukuthi sibe sinyathele engasithatha because umdlwenguli is dangerous. Zikalala?
Okay. Asiqale la. Steps sokuqala ukuthintana namaphoyisa. uNPA wenze into ekuthiwa ama-Thuthuzela centers. I think la eThekwini khona eMshiyeni nase Magande. Ngoba bazokwazi ukuthi ube no nurse noma medical practitioners understand ukuthi evidence rape collection.
Ku public hospital yalapho la ukhona ku district yakho, you should have these centers.
Yes, it must be there. And then bese bekwazi ukucontact amaphoyisa khona kuzobuildeka ufakazi ukuphelela. Ngoba into ifunayo ukuthi by the time a complaint isifikile usuhamba usiyombopha, ibail kuzokwenzeka ukuthi angayitholi noma mayitholi ibe nama stringent conditions, and then make sure ukuthi you have a watertight case masekuthiwa icala selizoqulwa. Bese kuzoba i-preparation yabo bese bengena ecaleni. Sometimes into engikhala ngayo ukuthi ama complainants nabantu abasuke bekhala nge-rape asiba prepare kahle. Esekutheni masufika eboxini kuzofika kwenzakaleni.
Yes.
Ngoba mase lapha the defense attorney usuke ese-ready ngama questions akhe ese-fairisha from all sides. So if wena ungekho prepared ukuthi nayo into ezofika iyenzeke enkantolo, uma uthola ukuthi akaza anyathele enkantolo akazi nokuthi setting yakhona njani. So usezokhuluma ngezinto mhlambe ebengakhulumi even nabo nabazali bakhe. So kuyena akube i-preparation ukuthi sifuna ukuthola justice, kodwa in route to lo justice let's make sure ukuthi si ready ukuthi kuzokwenzakala.
Sure. Sephaintana now, Anonymous.
Alex, njani?
So right, Anonymous, thank you for calling.
Nami ngiyaphila. Ngibingelele na ubamemile lapho ukuthi basincede base advise lapho sinenkinga khona. No, ngifuna ukuphinda ukuthi nami ngiyavuma ngi-totally 200% against ukuhlukumeza abesifazane ney'ngane, but abantu besifazane bama-instigators ekuhlukumezekeni kwabo abanye babo hayi abanye babo, and then mase behlukumezeka they come out to the world and cry out foul ukuthi thina siyahlukumezeka.
How do they abuse fellow women?
They abuse us males, their husband. Emotional abuse, I'm going through it in my 10-year marriage. It's so bad in such a way. I found out in March that my 14-year-old got raped, and my wife told me straight in my face that it's good your child got raped. How do I live? No, it's from my my relationship previous.
Yes.
How, as a woman, that I expect you to work as a mother to tell your husband that a child, never mind that we are arguing about something, we should, it doesn't fit in. And then they turn us from being good husbands to the two enemies. I won't lie. I've been put in a position where I saw myself that, no, this is wrong. What I'm doing now is wrong.
Like what?
You start abusing. You see us as males, most of us, we can't talk back.
So what do you do?
We start saying someone that is abusive because awukwazi ukumelana nezinkulumo ezizakwenza.
So I'm shy.
That stopped because I realized, no, I'm defending myself that no, this is wrong what I'm doing. I'm destroying myself. I'm destroying everything that I worked for, that I built. I'm destroying umndeni wami. But the emotional abuse is so tense against us males. But we should look at also bantu besifazane ukuthi yes abantu besilisa akumele yenzeke both ways. But abuse nabo kakhulu heavily. I abuse heavily, and it's happening to me.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm going to a counseling next week. I book myself a counseling next week. Listen, I'm a social worker. I'm going to check the environment lapho umntwana ohlala khona. Azobuya azobheka la ngihlala khona. I've got a home. I've got other kids. How do I live? Lengane le nomuntu othi yona is good to see, and then I go to work and I hope ukuthi iba right. I'm going to lose the child forever because izosuka lapha ehlukumezeka ize like me iphinde ihlukumezeke and then izo end up his street kid shield disappear forever.
Uphuma wengaleyo ngane.
Ukhona, they still investigate, they're doing their part, social workers, everybody. I'm a professional, the matter is reported to the police, everything. So I'm allowing that process. But now on my side, I need to be ready. I was hoping that at least I can. We are here as a family. Bakhona abantu abathandayo. Nalabo ikhona stepfather where iyahlukumeza khona. But I'm going through such emotional abuse.
Shame. No, look, for the sake of ingane yakho kubuhlungu kakhulu ngempela into eyenzeka kuyena, and Nesi, nobody deserves ukuthi lokho kwenzeke kuyena, or even akekho umzali o deserve ukuthi atshele ukuthi leyo nto i-right enganeni yakhe. But that being said, now we know responsibility within your family to be responsible as a man, even to your wife and to your nengane zakho zizonke. So now eyakhi behavior, as much as labo aba abuse ingane yakho they were wrong, now kodwa you need to mark your own behavior. What example are you being now yourself emndenini wakho? Because as ingane yentombazane leyo ngane ibukela kuwena the kind of man azomkhetha in future. So if when you're the kind of man ozokuthi udiniwe ubona ukuthi amandla sesandleni sakho ushaye umngakho for whatever the reason is, ingane zakho zamantombazane kwayona leyo zama ukuyiprotecta, you're not protecting her because she's going to choose exactly the same kind of man as her father.
Okay, no, sorry Puti, we hope you get help. I hear him saying Uti he has an appointment here counseling next week.
Which is very
so
good.
All goes well, yeah. And then I said to Anonymous, no, Taban Zuma lo Great Town. Sure, Taban.
Alex, yaphela chef.
Yes, chef, kunjani?
Ngiyaphela mfowethu, ngizozama ukuxola ngapha kwisite lomthetho, ngiyabona isikhathi esihambile. Ngike ngaba nenhlanhla mfowethu yokusebenza ka correctional services kule minyaka edlule ne. Ngibhekene nezinsizwa ke bekade mhlambe zidlula kona amacala la we rape. So besebenzisa ama life skills mfowethu, uthola ukuthi kuma cases amaningi abantu ba via through i parole bakwazi ukuphuma before time. And there were those Alex kade be register kulamacala rape bekubeka ngokusobala ukuthi abayenza ngi-rape. In that case they will wait for ama-sentences abo ukuthi aze aphele. Then batshele thina as abantu esasikade sizama ukubancedisa ukubahlumelela isimilo ukuthi no sesazophuma thina la siye ngaphandle kuyikhathi rape ngempela because lot years 15 years 20 years enguhleli la anguhlalanga ngoba ngenzile. So my question mhlambe to ummeli Alex lapho ukuthi i-justify kanjani i-rape noma ingenzakalanga uma abantu bethandana bezolala then the following day usis ahamba report ukuthi asebenzise ukulala kwabo at ungirapile bese mhlawumbe umuntu egcine eboshwa icase engayenzanga ngoba uma ngibona umalgaji kanje let's back kimi ukuthi we had ama cases abantu abebethi sisazophuma siyo rape ngaphandle mhlawumbe mengangicaciselela lapho ukuthi
all right okay nokukezwakala mfethu icacile please note that Zikalala ngifuna ukuthatha ulokhuzana anonymous Olundi again so baphendula kanye sabona nawe anonymous.
Sanibona njani?
Siright sis, thank you for calling.
Siyabonga. Udaba lwami lumayelana ne-rape towards ingane enginayo nobaba wakhe. I-rape then kwase kuthi mase kuthula ubakazi. Okay, firstly bangamthola wabaleka bathi mase bemtholile they gave him i-bail. Of which we were trying to oppose ukuthi bail bangamnikezi then umphathi wenkantolo manje wathi wonke umuntu une right ye bail. This was because into esasi oppose bail ngoba kwakunzima ukumthola firstly wabaleka but mase bemtholile ke kwaqala basebemnika ibail uthe mase kuthethe iqala ingane sithula ubufakazi ingane was 10 years now una 12 kuthe mase kuthula ubufakazi ummeseze ukuthi ingane ithini akabangeseza the following day because akuqedwanga uthethe iqala sempi kwase mase sinikwenye idate ukuthi sibuye akabangasatholakala kuze kube namhlanje akazatholakala ingane manje na 12. Into ebhlungu ukuthi mangithi ngiyafona ngithi ngenza follow up umphathi wabaseshu uvela ngibuza ukuthi mina khona esengizwile umbuzo wami uthi baba uma uzongibuza ukuthi mina khona esenguzwile ngicabanga ukuthi siyasizana la nami kufanele ngisize nani ningisize.
Okay. All right. Shame sorry ma ibhlungu leyo ndaba asithole ke impendulo la so qala nje kubhodi lo bekhuluma ngendaba ye rape.
Mhlamba ake sibe kanjani mase sisenkantolo phakathi yonke into irest kubufakazi busuke kukhishiwe ukuthi ubunjani and then inkantolo would make assessment based on lobo bufakazi. Now angeke ngize ngokuphike Alex esekutheni sometimes the type of illegal defense onayo izoba nawo umthelela. If ngikwazi ukuthola Rolls Royce legal defense where ngithole the best of the best they are going to defend and fight kuma technicalities ngayo yonke le amanye awo ama technicalities azokhoza ukuthi equality investigation ibe njani. If kuukuthi investigating officer kunezinto eziningi angazangazazenze ngohlelo umuntu uzophuma based on ama technicalities.
Sure.
So nakhona futhi engathi amaphoyisa ngathi kuyibheka in terms of siba trainer kanjani amaphoyisa ethu IO wethu sidevelopa kanjani ama skills abasuke benawo kusisi lo sanda khona manje.
Yes.
Ngicela aphinda check no IO no superior wakhe 9 times out of 10 uzothola response efanayo uIP dukhona because lo sokucheck ama conduct amaphoyisa usebenza kanjani akangathula akaqhubeka complain.
Sibonga kakhulu. I know uhlelo lihlukile kunolujwayelekile but we have to talk about this and the conversation iyaqhubeka and njoba nje ubona ukuthi ibhlungu kanjani and ngiyabona abaleli bethu abaningi bebefisa ukungena and benembuzo but sedabuka kakhulu ngama stories abhlungu esiwezwile eqhamuka kubaleli bethu so we have to create ama platforms anje yokuthi sixoxe.
Absolutely Alex, especially because Alex lezi zinto ezenzekayo kubantu whether at a young age kuba bhlungu kakhulu makusayingane encane but they build our personalities later. you know any adverse into experience later yakushintsha personality even if umdala later who you become later is influenced by leonto okusho ukuthi lento yenzeka kuwena ebhlungu igcina sikutshela wena impilo yakho idictate impilo yakho ukuthi ayihambe kanjani later, which is so unfair. So I think platforms like this allow people to talk, but more getting support, talking about it, going for counseling, very important, kuze isimo leso udlule kusona and find the life you are meant to live beyond lento yenzeka kuwena.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu ke Dr Nomcebo, thank you for being with us.
Thank you Mthiyane.
Siyabonga kakhulu, and then Mr Zikalala siyabonga as well.
Bonga mina kakhulu.
All right, Alex Mthiyane, indaba ebi producer umfundo Mabaso.